we have here is the long-awaited SpeedX Leopard Pro. This is a bike that I purchased off of a Kickstarter campaign back in April of 2016 and just received it now in December 2016 here in the USA in Boston. What you see here is straight out of the box stock product that was delivered by SpeedX, with the exception of my Ultegra pedals that I added. My purpose today is just to get a sense of the fit of between myself and the bike. So I am 5'9" with a 32-inch inseam, or 175 centimeters with an 81 centimeter inseam. Obviously the cleats in the shoes add a little bit to those numbers. The bike itself, this one here, is a 54, SpeedX 54, which really is a 54 from the seat tube, bottom bracket to the top of the seat tube. The effective top tube length is listed as 565 millimeters, 56.5 centimeters, which is the closest choice to my existing bike, so that's why I went with this frame size. Coming out of the box, there's really just a couple things that you can adjust. One is saddle height, and the other is the fore-aft position of the saddle. So I sat on the bike earlier just to kind of get a semi-sense of what's going to work. So I adjusted the saddle height a little bit, and I moved the saddle fore-aft a little bit as well. So just about a quick note about the saddle height. There is a limitation on the saddle height, and that is due to the light and the charging port here. So you'll see that you really ideally don't want the charging port to go below into the seat tube, because you have to pull it out every time you want to charge it. So fortunately, I think I'm okay here. I have measured about 15 millimeters of clay where I can go lower if I need to. So that's a little bit about the saddle height, seat post height. In terms of the saddle position, the fore-aft and the reach, there's a couple things. One, you'll notice that the seat post has a curvature back, so I measured that kind of delta due to the curvature, and it's about 1 centimeter. So that's something to take into consideration, as well as the stem length. There were 3 choices when ordering: the 90, a 105, and a 120 millimeter. I went with the 105. This seems to be measuring a little bit longer than that. So because of the curvature of the seat post and the slightly longer stem, I feel like it's a little bit long on the reach side versus the stack, but we'll see how that all plays out when I get some rides in. So because it's snowing here in Boston, I have to do my maiden voyage indoors on the rollers. So we're going to test out a little bit of how the legs feel with the saddle height. How are the arms and shoulders feel with the reach to the handlebars, maybe a couple positions with the hands on the handlebars. I haven't ridden on rollers in a while, so this might be something for the blooper reel. But let's give it a go and test out a few things. So far, so good. Just gonna do a little shifting around while I'm at it, testing out the Shimano Ultegra Di2 electronic shifting system. Seems pretty smooth if you've never tried it. This is my first bike with it. I get a little more arrows here. See how that feels. Try switching to the drops here. So that feels not too bad. A little shaky. Second on the top. Well, most of the time, I'd say probably like 80% of the time, for most of us maybe, we're on the brake hood, so that's kind of the place to get the best feel. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right there. Any longer, I'm gonna need a water bottle and a fan. But I don't know. It felt pretty decent. Maybe the reach was a little bit long, but maybe I just need to work on my flexibility as well. So yeah, so that's I think we're gonna take a little bit of a look at this saddle position, the seat height, the overall length, and think about what major or minor modifications can be made to dial this fit in ideally. So thanks for watching.